Friday, y'all.
What up? Come on in here.
Come on in.
Happy Mother's Day weekend.
Happy Mother's Day weekend.
This is for y'all.
Yes.
This is for y'all. Happy Mother's Day weekend to all of you mothers.
Yes.
All of you mother truckers.
And for the ladies, he put on his hat today. So here we go.
Yeah.
Let me move the banner so y'all can see better. Hold on. There you go. There you go. There you go, ladies.
What up, y'all?
It's Friday, finally.
It's Friday. Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Yes. Happy Mother's Day to all
the mothers.
All of you guys.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Welcome in, y'all. Come on and hit the like button as you come in. Press the like button. Like, share, and subscribe.
Subscribe.
I am your host, SBK, and this lovely lady who is looking debonair and looking all sophisticated and things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you. This one right here. She is, yes, looking quite debonair and quite sophisticated. Oh, look at those nails, y'all. Look at them, put them nails in. Ooh-wee. She got a ball. She's all bopped up, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, y'all. So yeah. Yes, pretty. So yeah, man. Yeah, so happy Friday. Welcome to the Tap In podcast. The dynamic duo is back on these streets, these YouTube streets. So we hope you press the like button. Sis, I was looking, we're just about almost to 500 subscribers. We got the watch time hours. Almost at 500 subscribers. So y'all be sure, man, to shout us out. If you haven't subscribed, what the hell are y'all waiting on, man? We're giving you this wonderful content. This wonderful content. This thought-provoking content.
I knew it was coming.
Might come again. That's the early one. So this content. So yeah, y'all hit the like button as you come through. You know what I'm saying? We got a fun show for y'all tonight, man. As we proceed, hit the like button. It's Friday night, and you saw you see this, man. It's Friday night. Look. It's a gumbo. We got spicy tacos to talk about tonight. Y'all see that?
Gumbo.
Yes, real talk, real vibe. Yes, it's been a long week. I know for me it has. It's been a long freaking week, and it's Friday.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We got enough, Friday, those of you who work Monday through Friday, you got the weekend off and so forth and so on. It's time to kick back with us on this Friday night. Chill and let's laugh and have some fun. You know what I mean? The world is already full of drama, ladies and gentlemen. So let's have some fun, man, with it. You know what I mean? Come on in. Hit the like button.
Come on in.
And like, share, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I
got manners. We got manners.
Oh, yeah. We got manners. Oh, before we have, I didn't introduce myself. Who are you, man? What is your name?
Me?
Yeah, you.
It is I. It is she. It is me. It's just E from It's Just E TV. Hey y'all.
That's ladies and gentlemen. That's who she is. So I got some home training, ladies and gentlemen. So without further ado, you heard the lovely Bessie Thrive and Glow with Josie. And she took the screen away, ladies and gentlemen.
I know. I'm sorry, sis.
She's up in here, and you heard what she said. Like, share, and subscribe.
That's
yes,
good.
yes. And there is Janice. How are you, love? Thank you for coming through.
Welcome in.
Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through. As always, fam. Thank you. I saw what's that? There she is. Shanice is in the house. Man, it was a wild ghetto. Man, we had last week that being podcast, and on my show, they were both epic lives. So, man, shout out to last week, last Friday and Saturday, man. Bond's Reality and Shanice were both on my panel.
That one.
And so, yeah, man. Yeah, I know you was out and about. And so, Shanice, how are you, love? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. And my peer is in the building. The blessed Alice in the house. How are you, love? And the queen,
Miss Fancy.
Miss Fancy, huh?
Miss Fancy, huh?
Is in the house. How are you, love? Thank you for coming through. Thank you.
Hey.
The lovely Lisa J. Stocks.
Hey.
How are you, love? Thank you for coming through. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Somebody else in here.
Did I miss somebody? I thought I had it.
You didn't. I thought I saw him. All right.
Yes, Miss
and
Fancy.
The Bushwicks.
Miss Fancy was making fun of me having my cup and with putting.
I got my drink in my cup.
My jungle juice. Jungle juice in there. Jungle love.
Drinking his cup.
Hey. Girl, I wanna know ya. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm talking about. I said what I said. Jungle love.
I know what you're talking about. Bushwicks. Hey, Candy Cane.
The lovely Candy Cane is in the house. Y'all just see B-Rob is in the house.
Hey, B-Rob.
What's going on? Twister is in the house. Shout out to B-Rob. Shout out. So that is a lovely cup you got there, sis. That cup that you got.
My glass?
Your cup looks pretty
purple.
Yeah,
lavender, purple. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
you know.
Let's get our so, I said already cut up. About that jungle love. I said what I said.
Oh shit.
All right. So
we gotta give a shout out to the Bushwicks. Shout out to the Bushwicks. The Ghost Watchers, the Bushwick Watchers. We love y'all too. We do not forget about you. We would love for you guys to come down here in your chat. Conversate. Communicate. Just hang out. With the family. But since you don't, we still love y'all. From afar, in the bushes. But make sure you bring your butt on down in here. To this here pause that's in this here chat. It's anonymous. For anyone who's new in the bushes, it's anonymous. You can come down in the chat. You can answer the poll. We will never ever know what you said, what you said, how you said it. It's anonymous. Thank you kindly. But because you're not down here in this here chat conversating, we would definitely like for you to hit that like button.
Yep.
Hit that subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe
if you haven't already subscribed. And leave us a comment.
Yes.
Appreciate it. Yes. Love y'all.
Yes.
All right, I'm done. That's my public.
And remember, and always remember, like Denise says, those bushes have pollen. So stay safe. Stay safe. There we
Lord,
go.
let me close my eyes. Oh, Lord.
There we go.
So let me close my... Where's Blaze?
Little bro, are you watching in the bushes, little bro? Little bro. In the bush, little bro. You watching in the bushes, little bro? Shout out to my little bro, Blaze. So, man, y'all hit the like button. Y'all like, share, subscribe. Got an exciting show. Now, oh shit. Okay. Now look, man, we had since we've been doing these shows, man, there's always shows that we can point out at the end of the year that have been epic, you know what I'm saying? And last week our show was pretty epic. We talked about, Meg and we talked about Klay. Yeah, and that was pretty dope. You know what I mean? We had some folks
trolls out the bushes.
I was trolls coming out. Yeah, commenting. We put out the shorts and stuff like that. And we had people. We agreed to disagree with each other. Not me and you were on the same page, but a lot of people didn't agree with our takes. That's cool, but we it's like Joe, I wasn't gonna go there. Do you agree or disagree? That's why Joe started laughing. I would go. Hey man, the chat is already undefeated, man. They lit.
You see what she said?
Yeah,
put the clothes on. Put the damn clothes on.
Hey, Tricia. There's Tricia.
Hey, Tricia.
I can't. Tricia,
it's Tricia Nicole. Tricia Nicole. Hey, love.
This is her trademark. She always does that. Tricia, I've been practicing, so that's as good as
welcome to Tap In Podcast.
That's as good as it's going to get, Tricia.
That's as good as his fat fingers can do.
Yep. Brother man's hands are. Yep. Brother man's hands are. Yeah. Oh snap! I forgot I'm on. Oh Lord have mercy. But yeah, we talked about we had a great live last week talking about
triple biceps.
Yes. Y'all crazy, man.
Lord.
Okay. So, but we got a good one tonight, and so without further ado, man, y'all, let me drop this down. Now, depending on how the show goes, we're not trying to do a marathon or anything, ladies and gentlemen, but all of these people have been that you see up here have all everybody's talking about it. You know what I'm saying? All of these people. So, yeah, man. Let's get into it. You ready, sis? I had a clip of. Well, we'll get into that.
Let me read the poll real quick.
Okay. Go ahead. You want me to read it? The poll. Oh, I answered the question.
You already answered?
Yeah, I answered my question.
The poll.
Oh.
I need y'all to answer this poll. Pause.
Oh.
Not enough people answer this poll now.
Oh.
We need an accurate depiction of what everybody believes or their opinion on this. So, question is, can a false accusation permanently ruin a celebrity's career even after acquittal? Can a false accusation permanently ruin a celebrity's career even after an acquittal? Absolutely. Sometimes, rarely, or it depends on the celebrity. Let us know.
You already got an answer. That's what but that's exactly what that was my answer, Tricia. We got some beautiful beam footage. You said absolutely too. I agree with both of y'all, but not just, man, we're focusing on these individuals, but I think it's just not, you don't have to be a celebrity, man. If you got some accusations and against you, some heavy accusations. Yeah, it could harm you. So y'all heard Stephan Diggs was in the Super Bowl. Played for the New England Patriots, right? Janice says, I say sometimes it all depends on their backpackers. Okay, got a point there. Dudes can rap about anything and it's okay. As soon as a woman sings a song, that's who she is in real life. Y'all already preaching, man. Okay, we'll get into that. But so Stephan Diggs has been in the media all year long. High profile relationship with Cardi B, whole bunch of baby mama drama at the Super Bowl. Now he just has been exonerated. He was on trial, but let's play the beautiful bean for. My boys. He said, "Listen, I answered the poll.
I told you, Blaze was short. Where there is Chinese, I see Blaze."
Good evening, ESBK, everyone in the house. Hope everyone is feeling good and feeling great tonight. Blessings all around. Blessings to my little bro, Blaze, one of our day one supporters. Here's another day one. Happy Friday, Dynamic Duo and Chat. The Purple Heart Podcast, a.k.a. the lovely Just Jay. She calls herself, the algorithm. Really, Janice? Really? Okay. Okay. As long as it's not the Washington football team. I had to mess with Foxy and I had to mess with Foxy. So anyways, let's play some beautiful bean footage, shall we? And so we can get into this. Yeah, he is tripping.
Just pattern recognition.
But anyway, so yeah, Stephan Diggs is in the news. So what we're gonna do is let's play some beautiful bean footage, and I want to say shout out to Poetic Flacco, and that's who I'm going to play right now. So he can give you some insight into what we're talking about. So answer the poll question, ladies and gentlemen, and the poll question. I'll read it again. The poll question before I play this.
Shout out to Riders in the building.
Riders!
Hello.
Love. Thank you for coming through. Shout out to Riders. Shout out to Rachel. Shout out. Can a false accusation permanently ruin a celebrity's career even after a acquittal? Absolutely. Sometimes, rarely, or depends on the celebrity. All right, so let's roll this beautiful bean footage, and let's give some context to what we're talking about. Y'all ready? And here we go.
If she wasn't the dumbest person alive, she would have succeeded in destroying and ruining Stephan Diggs' life, career, and everything he ever worked for.
Patriots wide receiver Stephan Diggs has been charged with strangling and assaulting his private chef over a financial dispute. So this is all of the court paperwork, and there is a lot in here. So this alleged incident happened on December 2nd, but the victim did not come forward to police until December 16th because she told police she was hesitant to say anything because of Diggs' fame. So in the police report, she tells police that she was in the bedroom texting Diggs over a financial dispute. She said she believed she was owed money, and she was texting with Diggs when Diggs came into the bedroom and they got into an argument. I'm reading from the police report here. It says she alleges that the male then smacked her across the face. She said that she tried to push him away. The male then tried to choke her using the crook of his elbow around her neck. Now in the police...
Okay, so that's part of the context. That's the reason why he was in court, got arrested and everything, because of basically domestic abuse. His chef that he allegedly put his hands on. All right, let's roll.
Police report this says this happened at Diggs' home in Dedham. Diggs' attorney says he categorically denies these allegations, calling them unsubstantiated and uncorroborated. The Patriots also released a statement saying that Stephan informed them of his innocence when it comes to these allegations, and the Patriots said, we support Stephan. An NFL spokesperson also said they're aware of the matter and that they are in touch with the Patriots, but that's all they would say.
This is a he said, she said case. There's really no physical evidence, no circumstantial evidence. It's he said, she said. And the most important thing during the he said, she said case is your words, your credibility. Can the jury listen to your testimony and decide your testimony is credible beyond a reasonable doubt? Fortunately for Stephan Diggs, the person accusing him of these horrible things is one of the sketchiest, most suspect human beings a courtroom has ever seen. I've never seen anybody more suspect, more sketchy. I swear this is not a joke. If this BBL Latina chef told me that the sky is blue, I'm going outside and I'm checking. And if I see it's blue, I'm questioning if I'm colorblind. Something is wrong if she's telling the truth.
So when you say he smacked
me with an open hand.
Do you know which hand he used?
Right hand, right side of my face.
Do you know which part of your face got hit?
The right side of my face.
And then what happened?
And then he... Can I have a second? Can I have a second?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you take a minute.
None of the facts or the circumstance is consistent with anything she's saying. Stephan Diggs supposedly came up, strangled her, hit her across the face, but yet everybody who was in the house claimed they didn't hear or see no commotion. They don't know where these claims of abuse is coming from. And if you're saying, well, Flacco, they work for Stephan, of course they'll say that. Okay, cool. If somebody strangled you, hit you across the face, choked you, are you like coming downstairs and writing them a birthday card?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me stop right there. So to make a long story short, she's accused him of all these things, and I'm going to play in a few minutes. She got proven to be a liar. I mean, big time liar. Just double talking, lying, which came to be, which made her look really bad. You know what I'm saying? So let me, let's go back, and I'm going to let's go here. Let's go here.
Was because of this and not, man, these brawls got to start getting arrested too, man.
Is there a difference between the text messages that you provided to the Denham police and the text messages that are here?
Yes.
And what is that difference?
I deleted that and pussy, and I'm ruining that bitch life. Not mistaken. Yeah.
And why did you delete those phrases when you provided those text messages to the Denham police?
Because when I was abusing my previous relationship, when I would say things,
the objection is sustained.
He would.
The objection is sustained. There's no question there. Again, the jurors will disregard it. Sidebar. The story that you just told to this jury under oath was very different from what you told to Officer Ellis. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
What you said to Officer Ellis when you reported this crime, this so-called crime, is that you had been having an ongoing text exchange over money owed to you.
Yes.
You told the police officer who filed the criminal complaint in this case, based on your word, that your fight with Mr. Diggs on December 2nd was over money.
Okay, so originally she got him in court because of domestic abuse, right? Then she's trying to claim that he didn't pay her, but this gets proven that she's lying. So let's ride.
True?
Yes.
Except you just testified under oath to this jury that you didn't start talking about money until December 5th, right?
What did you say?
You just testified under oath to this jury.
I have been begging for my money since December the 5th. Mr. Diggs, and throughout those messages, you can see that I was begging for my money since that day. Yes, I see it.
And I wasn't sure about it.
To my recollection, it was true. We did discuss money, baby.
Ms. Adams, you just testified under oath about what happened on December 2nd.
Okay, I also didn't put in a police report our sexual relationship because I was ashamed. The police report got leaked. I didn't put a lot of things. The most important thing was the attack in the police report. Me reporting anything outside of why he got upset, I didn't feel the need to put it. I was scared of how it was received by the public. He's in a very public relationship.
Y'all hear all this BS? That's right.
Cardi B. So I did not put a lot of things in the police report. My most important thing was him assaulting me and choking me inside.
She don't know the meaning of owed. Owed is money you work for that you weren't paid. Like the months or the weeks, right? The weeks that she told the police that she worked for Stephan Diggs for and wasn't paid for, they brought receipts to court and proved that she was paid for those weeks. So the very foundation and the motive for why Stephan Diggs would choke her is an absolute lie and a fraud. This woman got caught up in every lie possible in court.
And it turned out, Ms. Adams, you had gotten paid for 2 of the 3 weeks that you said you hadn't gotten paid for, right?
This is missing a whole lot of stuff.
The yes or no question.
I can't answer your question correctly without the proper evidence.
Pause this real quick. Where was her representation? They let her look like a fool. They let this lady look like a fool up here on this here stand.
Oh my God! Wait! That's not the. Listen to her. Y'all listen.
Do you recognize this document as text exchanges between you and Sunny?
Yes.
Dated December 9, 2025?
Yes.
And you're the person in the bubbles on the left?
Yes.
And you write to Sunny, hey, so I looked over my transfers, payment history, and they sent payments, 11/7 and 11/21, totaling $4,000. See that?
Yes.
So you knew that you had actually been paid for 2 of those 3 weeks that you tried to get paid for again, right?
What's your name? I never got your name.
Did you know?
I don't know. I was trying to address you by your name because I'm not this. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this man gets acquitted. He gets acquitted. And she gets caught up in lies. All right. So she was a chef, says she was a chef, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he was clapping her cheeks on the side while being with Cardi. You know what I'm saying? It all became a money thing. It was a money grab, you know what I mean? Lying under oath, you know, lying saying she wouldn't get paid. He was paying her every month, you know what I mean? So this young man is very talented. Janice, y'all had a very talented player for the for the Patriots. Y'all had, you know what I mean? And
didn't he lose? What was that? 69 million.
Yes.
He had a $69 million contract that he lost.
Yes. So sorry, Janice. Sorry, but with this young man, well, you know what really strikes me or whatever, and we'll get into all this. What really strikes me about it, sis, is whenever they were reading the verdict and they said he was not guilty, you know, there's tears streaming down his face. I think that was an accumulation of him and his reputation, him going through all of this, and his reputation is just, it's really messed up right now. You know what I mean? You got a woman, you know, you're clapping cheeks. You got a reputation out there for you know what I'm saying? So we all have to live with the decisions that we make. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why the question, can false accusations permanently ruin a celebrity's career even after acquittal? And I say absolutely, and a lot of you agree with me. I say absolutely because the simple fact is that one moment of pleasure that you think is one moment of pleasure can turn out to be a disaster, but at the same time, you might escape it. But when you're so talented and you have your life ahead of you and you got things that are put in place for you to have money and wealth and all that stuff, you just throw it all away because your reputation at the end of the day, you know what I mean? People are going, can I really trust this guy to stay focused at the task at hand, which is football? Or, you know, this is just like to me, it's like a learning experience for people to really think about what you do before you do it. So
I put depends on the celebrity.
okay.
Yeah. I say depends on the celebrity. And the reason why I say it depends on the celebrity, because let's look at Cardi. What was her accusation in the club where she tried to get those strippers attacked?
Yeah.
Right? She went through that whole thing.
Yeah.
I think she pled guilty, but still, she came out. She's been in the court. Then she went into court for the security guard, supposedly spitting on the security guard.
Yeah.
There was one more. She threw a mic at somebody, I think. Yeah. So she's still on top. Then we look at Meg Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez. Didn't hurt their careers. It actually, they got catapulted. So I say it depends on the celebrity. Just my opinion.
So you think it catapulted Meg? You think it catapulted? In a lot of ways it did. But in a lot of ways, people are saying, I know a lot of people, including myself, think that she's full of doo-doo, you know what I mean? And that she's a liar. A lot of people, you know what I mean? It might
that only came out after the fact. I think that came out, where did that, I can't remember when it came out, but it didn't, when he went to jail, they were singing her praises.
Yeah.
They were, oh my God, she, what you went through, so tragic. She got a lot of
she got a lot of love
after that. Yeah. So I think I can't remember what happened. I don't know if it was something Tory Lanez, something that came out after the fact that people saw and was like, oh, she lying. Who? I can't even remember. I can't even pinpoint it. But it was a turn after that.
When she was on Gayle King, she said she never slept with him.
There you go. That's what it was. Thank you. And everybody was like, no, you did. So after the fact, after he's already been put in jail for 10 years. So I just think there's a double standard sometimes with this. It depends on the celebrity.
Explain the double standard.
The double standard is you see a lot of females that do this and they still get to keep their celebrity. They still get to keep their endorsements, their sponsorships, things of that nature. They don't really take a fall. But the men, unfortunately, it doesn't go like that for them. They can lose everything. That's
Well
my
Well said.
Just my opinion.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I could say there is a double standard. Shout out to Sirius S. And I saw Miss Foxy.
Sirius.
Foxy 2 Roxy's in the house. Where you at?
Miss Foxy in here?
I thought I saw there's Fox. There she is. Damn, I just missed her. Foxy in here.
I didn't see Miss Foxy.
Yeah, she up in here.
Oh, here she go.
Yeah, Foxy's in there.
Miss Foxy.
Foxy 2 Roxy's in the house. She said, exactly. You make a dope decision, you have to deal with the dope consequences.
Absolutely. Wait, I wanted you. Did you see this one? I'm gonna play. Miss Fancy said something. Did you see what Miss Fancy said?
I didn't see. What's up, Miss Fancy? Fancy said something. He beat the Charger because he's a ball player, in my opinion. I disagree. I disagree, Miss Fancy. I didn't play the full thing, but if she had a case or whatever, if it really happened to her, then he would have went to jail.
Yeah.
But that lady,
if she could have acted better, if she had better acting skills.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I get a moment?
Can I get a moment?
So,
did you or did you not ask for $5 million to make this go away before this went to court? Bam.
Facts. Facts.
He offered me 100,000. Did you not ask for $5 million to make this go away? That's client attorney privileges. I don't think I can talk about that.
And what is that? And ladies and gentlemen, what is that called?
She trying to take a bribe. She trying to take a bribe. I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna lay down. Give me $5 million.
Baby girl was trying. Baby girl was trying.
Okay, I'm going to Cancun. Just give me $5 million. Then they will not see me. I'll be on the beach.
Hey, baby girl,
go away.
Sis, baby girl was trying.
She was trying,
but she was just made. Woo.
She looks stupid. I got so much footage of her. She
was like,
I was embarrassed for her.
I was embarrassed when she said,
was like, who let her get up on the stand like this? She is not prepared. Or if they tried to prepare her intellect was not there.
When she said, I don't know.
I don't know. You don't understand.
Oh my God.
We had a relationship. Wait, let me look at the poll. What did y'all say? I want to say, so they say, can false accusations permanently ruin a celebrity's career even after acquittal? In the main chat, they said 50% said absolutely. 43% says sometimes. 0 said rarely. And 7% said depends on the celebrity. Depends on the celebrity. Let's see what the vertical said. The vertical, 43% said absolutely. 57% said sometimes. And then 0 for rarely and depends on the celebrity.
Yeah, y'all
thank you, guys.
Y'all got some great. I'm gonna read y'all's. Since you start some comments too, they're great. Y'all litty up in here. Y'all are very litty. She says, oh no, my bad. Well, Tory offered Meg and Kelsey $1 million each to not tell on him, so the chef is in the same boat. I agree.
I got another one for y'all.
Okay. Y'all lit.
I'm curious.
I'm glad
they doing their thing. I love it.
I'm glad they're starting to arrest women. See, that's my thing right there, man. If you lie, I don't care if you're a man or woman. If you lie on you need to go to jail, bro. You know what I mean? If you need to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? You need to go to jail. I agree. Yep. She deleted text messages.
She deleted text messages like they was gonna go away on his side.
Facts. Did he turn her advances down so she decided to retaliate? No, I mean he was clapping her. He was clapping her before. They were friends, and then he hired her on as chef, brought her in the house, but he was clapping her. It was what was understood didn't need to be explained.
But she did get mad. She got mad because there was another female. So it was more than one female in that house that worked for him or contracted for him for whatever reason it was. All these women had bedrooms. There was someone who said in the testimony that he had about 4 and different women. I think they said they were all Latina. One of them, her name was Lindsay. They did not get along. Something happened. They got into it. And then Lindsay told Stephan. Stephan, I guess, got tired of it. He didn't invite her. They were all supposed to go to this place in Miami. He was taking all of them. Even Cardi B was supposed to meet up with them. And at the last minute, he said she couldn't go. Yeah.
Because her and Cardi had matching outfits and all this type of shit.
So that lets you know Cardi knew and was okay with it.
The Bay Area goddess is in the house,
baby.
DR is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the Bay Area goddess in the house. So
all right, I put another one in the chat.
Oh, okay. I thought you was about to play something. You put another poll up in the chat.
Yeah, I put another poll in the chat. Yeah, but she did all of that. So I think she was upset about that as well. And then they showed footage of her. If he choked her out, slapped her twice, she still came back, went to his room, tried to give him some food. She still came back to the place. To give him a gift. Excuse me.
Birthday gift.
His birthday gift. Now, somebody slapped me up and choked me out like he finna, put me in one and knock me out cold. I am not going to come back and here's your birthday gift, hon. No hard feelings. I understand. If you do that, there's something mentally not right, in my opinion. And then they caught her in the damn house dancing and stuff after he supposedly choked her out and slapped her. So she was very sloppy with her stuff, in my opinion.
She should have took acting school. She took
something.
She should have did.
You got all that booty, and you can't act. You can't even do corn. Your corn skills might be sucky too. Dang, you can't even do some simple acting.
You crazy as
hell. Cry on cue.
All right,
Sheesh.
I got some beautiful.
Where they do that at?
Well, lady, has your jury agreed upon a verdict?
Yes.
On count 1, strangulation or suffocation, what is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
Recently, Stephan Diggs had this case with his ex-chef, Myla Adams, and it was a very, very risky ordeal. Myla Adams had accused him of strangulation, bodily harm, things like that, and it went to trial. And there were a few things that Myla Adams got on the stand and talked about that I thought were important.
How would you characterize your relationship with Mr. Diggs?
I would say it's complicated. It started out as friends. Started out as friends, became sexual, and we would meet up, hang out, and we decided I would come work for him like February of 2025.
So number 1, the relationship was sexual in nature, okay? And he hired her and moved her into the house in Massachusetts when he was playing. Now also, she would get exposed for lying several times during this ordeal. Like she said that he didn't pay her the money, for the services, and in fact he did. But then also, this came out in the trial.
3 weeks ago, your lawyer paid $5 million to Mr. Diggs.
Mr. Diggs offered me $100,000 to recant my statement.
That is
that is the only.
Maybe sent her to $5.
So there was an extortion attempt. That extortion attempt was for $5.5 million. Stephan Diggs offered $100,000. She declined. Okay. Now, her best friend, on the day that she said that Stephan had hit her and had beat her, she ended up flying to the New York City area with her friend. And her own friend will testify this.
She was stopping off in New York for a couple of days. Asked her what she was going to stay at a hotel. I'm like, girl, we friends. You don't have to stay at a hotel. You can stay at my place.
All right. Did you actually see her that night? Did she stay at your place?
Yeah.
And so did you end up seeing Miss Adams? Did she actually get in your car?
Yeah.
You picked her up from LaGuardia Airport? When she got in your car, did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice anything about her appearance?
No.
Was there any bruising on her at that point?
No.
What were you doing?
There it is, sis. You hear that? No bruising like you were talking about.
Exactly.
Once you picked Miss Adams up?
We went to go pick up my friend Tally in Queens, and we were just chilling in the car. We were just like singing and just talking.
Now, this is what I want to say, because so many black men I saw on Twitter, on X rather, that's what she get. City Boys up. He should go and sue her for defamation. And yeah, he's not guilty. she ain't gonna get nothing. And at the same time, while that may be true, I do want you guys to understand what's happening right now in the world, especially black men. Number one, Stephan Diggs, because of this, has not been able to sign with a team. He will be cleared to sign with a team, but the leverage for the maximum amount of money right now will be gone, okay? He's 32 years old, don't get me wrong, and he's still productive, but still bad. Number two, this reputation of being irresponsible, being buffoonish, you're having all these kids everywhere. You're known for being sexually promiscuous. You have claims from not only women, but men. You're still dangerous to deal with because you have so many off the field problems. Remember that situation he had with Cardi B on the yacht and there was some pink involved? All of these things add up to a person that is problematic. And even though he's good, we don't really want this kind of person on our team, all right? And a lot of times black men got to really understand the whole picture. That even in a fight that you win, you still get hit. And the last thing that you want to get hit in this time is your credibility.
And that's my whole thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's your credibility. You know what I mean? Your credibility is everything. Like I was talking about last week. Everybody has a moral
credit score.
And I had somebody to comment and say, "Hey man, that's a good analogy." I literally came up with that on the fly, sis. You know what I'm saying? But it makes sense though. Everybody has a moral credit score. You know what I'm saying? And so, unfortunately, I know how talented that dude is. He played for the Cowboys, too. I believe. Yeah, he played for the Cowboys. I know how talented that dude is. Aside from his personal, I don't give a damn about his personal issues, but that dude is very talented. You know what I'm saying? Very. He's cold. He's cold with it. You know what I mean? One of the best in the league, in my opinion. But see how all of this stuff, man, he's constantly in the news, is hurt his credibility. So with that being said, you know what I mean? Going back to your question, sis, I'm gonna answer the question. Should accusers face consequences if allegations are proven false? I think, and I say yes. You know what I mean? You've wasted you've wasted everybody's time, said individual's time, resources, money. I think you should go to jail. You know what I'm saying? I think you should go to jail. You should face some sort of consequence. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? And before some of you ladies and gentlemen get on my, y'all disagree with me, or those of you who are catching the replay, you know what I mean? I don't give a damn. I don't really care. If you're a man or woman, I don't give a damn. You should go to jail. You know what I'm saying? You should. You know what I mean? You're putting another person's life in jeopardy, you know what I mean, by you lying. You should go to jail. And if you don't like it, kick rocks. If you don't like it, you know what you can do. You know what I mean? Like I told that troll I want all the smoke on this. You know what I'm saying? I stand by what I stand on. This dude was telling me about Klay Thompson that I didn't know what I was talking about. What part of that you don't understand, bro? You know what I mean? I know what I'm talking about here. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
if you don't like it, then you can lump it.
Absolutely. It's just a shame. This is a hard lesson for him, more so than anything, because you lost a $69 million contract. Now, the Patriots is probably saying, woo, we got out of a $69 million contract. Will he get that again? I don't know. He is high risk because of, just like O'Shea was saying, he has he's known for his, what he does. He's very fluent in his, what he likes. He has another case with a gentleman that claims that he tried to, mount him, allegedly. And then when that did not go well, he sent his boys to jump on him and try to take his life. So, Yeah.
I didn't know
this is something that's pending.
I didn't know to the extent I heard the a little bit of the allegations, but damn.
Tasha K had it. The GOAT had hit the dude. She interviewed him. I'm just saying. Don't hate on my girl.
I don't like you, girl. You know that, but shout out to her and her gossip, her messy ass.
she get it popping.
She is a messy mofo. You can have all the talent in the world, but if your personal life begins to negatively impact your professional life, then it's probably time for some self-reflection and correction. And I totally agree with that. It's all about accountability, man. You know what I mean? At some point in time, you know what I mean? And dude has a rep, bro. He
has a rep. Even the men, didn't they have a some type of thing on him? The men in the locker room, would you want your sister? Who wouldn't you want your sister around on the team? And all of them were saying Stephan. Other teams, there's like, if you had a sister or somebody, what team member would you not want around your loved one? They all were saying Stephan. So he has a reputation through the league.
Throughout the league. Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. So this is a teaching moment, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? Those of you who have sons and grandsons.
You saw that too? Yeah.
Yeah. Those of us who have kids or whatever, you know, we need to, like Blaze said, I'm going to shout out to Blaze, put the robe on him for just a few minutes.
Blaze got the robe.
He got the robe. I want to read that again. And Blaze, that's great. Shit, I can't find what you're stating at. Did you have a star? Sis? Oh hell, I done lost what Blaze was saying. I was gonna read it again because that was I couldn't have said it better. Oh, there it is. I couldn't have said it. Oh no, it wasn't. I couldn't have said it better myself, little bro. I can't even. Oh, there it is. You can have all the talent in the world, but if your personal life begins to negatively impact your professional life, then it's probably time for some self-reflection and correction. The sad thing about that is, though, ladies and gentlemen, is that when you're so in the hype and you're living in the limelight and you got all that money, and they're not going to self-reflect. They don't have time for all that. They're just living in the moment. You know what I mean? That's the unfortunate thing about that. So
it's not only that, they got people around them that don't don't hold them accountable because they yes men. They get paid.
Facts. So yes, I feel like accusers should face consequences. I feel like they should face the consequences. You should go to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Oh hell yeah.
Lock your
man or woman.
Lock
them up. Lock them up.
Lock your ass up, bro. Shit.
Lock them up.
What it is. Lock your ass.
Let me see what the polls say. So, should accusers face consequences if allegations are proven false? We got 100% yes. Good Lord. Diabolical. Let me see. We got 90% yes. And then 10% it depends on intent. Depends on intent.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say lock them up.
Lock them up.
Because you can't play with people. You, like bro said, you messing with resources, you messing with people's time, money.
Facts.
It's,
Facts.
Lock them up.
Facts.
And especially if you're accusing someone of something where it causes them to lose their livelihood. Now, obviously, this young man is making millions of dollars. Hopefully, he has put something aside to where he ain't going to be destitute, homeless on the street nowhere anytime soon. However, there are young men and women who don't have what he has, that topples them. They can never get a job.
Right.
Ruins them. So that's lock them up. And then years down the line, they come up. I was lying. I was just upset. I was hurt. You know that. Yeah, lock them up.
Lock your ass up. You get no sympathy from me because you know why?
You suck.
Exactly.
Yes, Johnny Depp's case. Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
that mess was diabolical.
Oh yeah, that was ridiculous.
Even the most recent one. Did you hear? What was his name? Ryan. What is his name? God dang it. He plays in why do I always have these brain, you know. He played as Deadpool. What is his name? Ryan
Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds and his wife. They just lost they didn't go through with it. They pulled their case. But they were lying as well.
Yep, exactly.
These people feel because they have influence or, you know, they want certain people to feel pain because they're hurt. That's not the way you do it. You don't try to send people to jail or try to, you know, hurt them financially or even physically. I mean, damn.
Are you got that much hate in your heart that you want that?
Right.
That's ridiculous. But anyways, you ready? I know you mentioned this. You ready for the next one, sis?
Yes, I am.
Y'all ready for the next one?
Close this out.
All right, here we go. We got this next case. So this young lady here, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Cheyenne Bryant. We gonna erase the doctor.
Oh, my bad. Cheyenne Bryant. You want to give some context sis?
Sure. We have this what do they call her? She is a internet therapist. Mm-hmm. She has been on the scene for some time now. I think she got her big break on some reality show, but I wasn't introduced to her until she showed up on it was Paul Pierce podcast.
Right.
Then I saw her on Club Shay Shay's podcast.
Right.
The most notable one was Cam Newton.
Right.
Most notable one was Cam Newton. And so she has this ability to tell men what they've done wrong. And, you know, how what they do has consequences, right? She's usually pretty much pointing the finger. So recently she was on the Joe Budden podcast and she had I don't know if it was a Freudian slip or did she just think that no one would care what she said? And what she said was,
I got
you have what she said?
I got. That's right on cue right there, boy. Okay, so here we go.
I've been in private practice as a doctor of psychology for 17 years.
Having a doctor does not mean someone is a licensed mental health professional.
When somebody say Dr. Bryant, it irks me. Where is she a doctor at?
When I got my doctorate, I transitioned to a psychology expert, life coach, so that my hands wouldn't be tied behind my back.
When someone celebrates being free from ethical oversight, I want you to think of that as a red flag.
VladTV. What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again with another video.
Shout out to Riva TV.
Shout out to Riva TV. Sis, is that the good fake doctor right there on the right?
Yeah. Cheyenne. Yes, sir. In all her glory.
Man, okay. All right. Shout out to Riva TV.
Bryant is going viral again. Okay. And this time it is because a licensed
therapist is calling her out for a lot of her behavior in a recent conversation that she had when she was on the Joe Budden podcast.
No longer practice under a license.
Now, you know, at the forefront of this conversation, the number one person who's been walking around saying that this lady is not a doctor is obviously Corey Holcomb.
When somebody say Dr. Bryant, it irks me. Where is she a doctor at? Because I've done the research. I don't see doctor nowhere.
He said it a multitude of times, especially when he was on the Cam Newton podcast. And so we're going to go ahead and dive into this, right? So this is somebody who would be considered her peer, somebody who was in the same exact field. And she is going viral for her breakdown of basically calling Dr. Cheyenne Bryant out. So I'm going to go ahead and press play, pause, play, and give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, and my opinion on this entire situation.
No longer practice under a license. Right now I'm in private practice. I'm saying, and that's what people don't understand, right? So just to educate some folks a little.
Hello, my name is Dr. Rebecca Martin. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, professor of sciences, and podcast host who specializes in Black health and well-being. And I want to break down a clip from the Joe Budden podcast featuring someone who presents herself as Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. But before we dive in, I want to make something incredibly clear. Having a doctor does not mean someone is a licensed mental health professional. You can have a doctorate in literature and be unlicensed, and you are still a doctor. You can have a doctorate in education and hold an LPC, being a licensed professional counselor, and you are a licensed mental health professional, and you are still a doctor, but your doctorate is not in psychology. When evaluating anyone's credentials, it's really critical to look at two things: what their doctorate is actually in, and whether they hold a relevant clinical license. In this case, the person you're about to hear from is unlicensed. I'm going to break down why that matters and why this particular message is harmful, especially to the Black community that she claims to be serving and that I actually serve.
Hold on a second now.
That's a read. That's a read.
To the Black community that she claims to be serving and the one that I actually serve. Okay, first of all, first read. Okay, second of all, second read is a woman who presents herself as a doctor. Okay, she presents herself as Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. And before we dive into it, because I'm sure that she's going to give us a lot of information and knowledge, but it's very important that she's talking about this because, you know, if I say it or somebody else says it, or people who, you know, have called out this behavior, it's like, oh, you know, y'all don't know all the, you know, the details that goes into it. So having this woman who is actually in the field bring clarity to the situation is extremely and vitally important.
A license is really only needed so you can bill insurance.
That is incredibly misleading. Yes, you do need a license to bill insurance, but that is not why licensure exists. Licensure protects you. It means I have completed specific education and supervised clinical hours, passed rigorous exams, and I'm accountable to a regulatory board. If I breach confidentiality, if I cross ethical boundaries or harm you, you have somewhere to file a complaint and be sure that I'm held accountable. A license is not paperwork just for billing. It's a consumer protection. When someone drops or loses or no longer has a license, they're not solely avoiding the insurance hassle. They're also removing your recourse if something goes terribly wrong.
That's very important. And I think that we pretty much pay attention to that literally in every other field, right? Like if you're going to a hairstylist or somebody who's unlicensed, you understand like, oh, this is a very big risk because if something goes wrong, who can I complain to, right? But something as extremely important as your mental health, right? Mental health advice, therapy, or you know, stuff like that. You would want for them to have to be held accountable to a certain standard if they are giving you advice or if something is going wrong or if they're breaching contracts, whatever the conversation is.
Not binded by BBS, the behavior board science rules and regulations and ethics. And so it just opened up a whole nother, you know, floor in industry for me.
And she's also saying this like it's a good thing. I want to state something really important. Ethics codes exist to protect you from exploitation and boundary violation and providers practicing outside of their competence. When someone celebrates being free from ethical oversight, I want you to think of that as a red flag, a flashing one. It's a warning sign because those rules exist because real harm happens.
That's like you go to a doctor and they're like, oh yeah, you know, I'm free from the board, so I can do whatever I want to. Like, you know, like there's so many stories that we hear, even like fatalities and stuff like that when it comes to certain women going for plastic surgery. And it's like, this person is not like registered. This person does not have this, you know, these people that that they have to answer to or whatever the case is. And, you know, things can go under the wayside, right? And so it doesn't mean that they are more or less qualified when not operating without the license. However, if there is problems that arise, they have to have somebody to answer to.
So, sis, here's the thing. I you know, you and I in post production, we talk about this, you know, these subjects. But the thing about it is, man, I don't understand why people like this have a voice and are not looked into. I wouldn't. Why? I don't know. Is it because of the way she looks that she has a voice? Well, go ahead. I want your opinion because Go ahead. The floor is now yours, sis. I want your opinion on this.
So it has been said that a lot of people feel that she has pretty privilege. She has pretty privilege. And so pretty privilege has gotten her into the door. A lot of people, you know, we all know that if you look a certain way, then, you know, certain things people will overlook. And a lot of times in our community, hey, Miss Camila, a lot of times in our community, we just take people at face value when they say, oh, I got a doctorate. You know, we got a lot of doctorates running around here. Most of them come from the cemetery, excuse me. You know, they be doctorates from these seminaries, right? They get these, I'm a doctor, call me a doctor. But they're not really, like she said, you can be a doctor, but you can't, just because you're a doctor doesn't mean you practice, you know, you're licensed to practice, be a therapist. We just had a therapist, a licensed doctor therapist on our show in D&D. Has all her credentials. But right. For her, I liken her to a male Dr. Umar. Speaks very confidently, you know, has a way about conversating with the men. Like most women flock to Dr. Umar. Most men flock to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. If you ever notice, which somebody did bring this up, she rarely goes on a female podcast. She is exclusively on male podcasts. She knows where she can go. She knows where her butter is breaded. She knows what she looks like, how she presents herself. It allows her into the room, and it allows people to, you know, let her talk her talk, as opposed to that young lady who is questioning her. You know, she has a certain look. Not to say that she looks bad because she's beautiful, but you know, to the masses, Dr. Cheyenne or Cheyenne Bryant is what most men want to look across and have a conversation with. So yes, I do feel her pretty privilege has allowed her into the door, has allowed her to accumulate millions of followers on social media.
So my thing
which gives her social media currency.
You mentioned her to me weeks ago, and okay, because you know over the past 3 or 4 months, sis, you done put me in an algorithm that's totally different. You done put me in a whole other algorithm. I've really purged myself of a lot of crap on YouTube and stuff. And shout out to Thrive and Glow with Joe, and shout out to Big Sis over here. You know what I'm saying? They done put me up on a whole nother, you know, algorithm. I remember you talking about this chick, man, weeks ago, and you like, yeah, this lady, you know, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, you know what I mean? She's, you know, so is she considered all, and I just, like I said, I'm just now learning about her. She was on Joe Budden. She was on, you know, on the Breakfast Club, you know what I mean? Is she like blaming men? She comes across blaming men all the time?
And she will have her moments where she, you know, gets on the women as well. But yes, she loves to point out men's flaws in relationships and holding them accountable. Yes,
you think
predominantly.
Is she basically is she in one pill? And what kind of pill will she be in?
But, they would probably classify her, I would say purple, because she does sometimes hold women accountable. But that would, if she was straight up talking down on men, she would be a pink pillar. Definitely a pink pill.
But she's usually,
I'd say 80-20. 80-20. Most of the time it's, you know, men, she's on the men, what they're not doing, and 20% women.
Okay, I have a question. I thought about I did my research. Like I said, I've been doing my research on this chick. Yes, Queen. I did not know who she was until weeks and weeks ago. Like
she's social media famous.
Yes, she's social media famous.
Just like AD.
Right. But like I said, I have really challenged myself in 2026 to kind of branch away from a lot of content creation that's not conducive to productive conversation, if you know what I mean. So a lot of content creators can't talk about anything other than bull crap, you know what I mean? But since you put me up on this lady, you know what I'm saying? So preparing for this show, I really what I was thinking about this, in your opinion, does influence matter more than expertise when it comes to stuff like this? Because she has like you said, she got a lot of doors open to her because of her look. You call it the pretty girl, treatment. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and she got endorsed by 50 Cent too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. She got her publishing deal for 2 books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I do. The problem with her, I'm not saying everything that she says is wrong. A clock can be right 2 times a day, right? So I will give her, I call balls and strikes. When she's right, she's right. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is when you say that you are a doctor, when you say you have a license, right? And you don't. They can't find your doctorate. The school that you said you got your doctorate from no longer exists. Right. There's no record of you ever achieving or getting a doctorate, and that the school that you claimed you got your doctorate from is not accredited. Then your master's is up for a challenge as well from the University of Phoenix. They said that that's not complete either. The only thing that they can legitimately say that they see that she has is a bachelor's in psychology. So you can't say you have a doctorate, or you can't call yourself a doctor of psychology if you do not have such.
Right.
So if you want to be a life coach, which on her website, it says life coach. But when she presents herself on these social media platforms with millions of followers and viewers, she says, I'm a therapist. I'm a licensed therapist. I do not practice anymore. And that is a falsehood.
I agree. So you have a poll question, sis.
Yes.
Only 6 votes. Y'all get those votes in, ladies and gentlemen. And the poll question says, would you take relationship advice from someone without verified credentials? And here's my answer. I said depends on the experience. Now, if you have a parent, grandparent, friend who have all been successful in relationships, they've been through life, they know what life's all about. I would take advice from them. But social media, man, is all fake, man. You know what I mean? All these people got all these opinions or whatever. It's all fake. You know what I mean? Fake and phony. Just like this dude right here. This dude down at the bottom right. You know what I'm saying? He falls into this category.
Derrick Jaxn.
Yeah, he falls into this category too. So I got some beautiful bean footage that I want to play, ladies and gentlemen. He falls into this category too. Hold on just a second. I got some beautiful.
I think a lot of these folks in our community fall into this. When you talk about the Derrick Jaxns, the Cheyenne Bryant's, the Dr. Umar's, the Brother Polite's, the who's the other one? What is his name?
I get a lot of emails.
My bad.
Oh no, you're fine. Yeah, there's a lot of them that fall into this realm of celebrity or social media guru, social media, professional, but they really aren't. They just sound and look good to the people that are watching them.
Right. Let me play this. This is another guy that got exposed by your girl. Tasha K.
Nah, she took him down. She took him down.
So let's play this. All right.
As a content creator, I get a lot of emails. Y'all send.
Shout out to my boy. I don't even know him, but I feel like I know him. To my boy O'Shea Dude Jackson.
Me them all the time. Different concepts, different stories, or just saying hello. And then I got this particular email. O'Shea, your boy Derrick Jaxn is at it again. See screenshot. Now, that was April 30th, and I almost had forgot about it, but I want to go ahead and let you see the screenshot here. Now, this lady replies, a man has to like you 10 times more than you, I think she meant to say like him. Otherwise, it won't work. Derrick Jaxn comes underneath her post, and he says, and when he cheats to fill that void of his 10x desire not being reciprocated, he's going to be considered a narcissist. Now, I thought that's interesting because Derrick Jaxn has made so many videos about men being accountable to women, about why women are tired of men. I mean, literally, Derrick Jaxn has to be considered one of the biggest dating coach frauds in the modern history of the black dating or coaching era. And he typically comes on when he sees me do a video about him and he'll try to insult me or whatever like that. But Derrick, you did it to yourself, player. I don't have no problem with you. You're a little bro still, man. Okay? Don't get mad. But when you say stupid stuff like this, I gotta get you. Now let me get back to this. And when he cheats to fill that void 10 times, desire not being reciprocated, he's going to be considered a narcissist. Now again, let's kind of get back over this. If a man likes a woman 10 times more than the woman, it won't work. I think that's absolutely stupid. That's how men get used. But in the case of Derrick Jaxn, this is crazy because his wife, Danae Jackson, was like so in love with Derrick Jaxn. Like she was crazy about him. All right. And let me just say this. When he was coming out with her, because at first he didn't bring her out to the public, but once they got married and all this stuff, I remember the conversations of people saying like, well, he could do better than what she looks like, if she's mid. And let me just say this, I don't think so. I think she's a good looking sister. You know what I mean? She might not be what you like, but I thought that she was cool. Ain't nothing wrong with the way Danae Jackson looks at all. Then you'll get your brothers coming in, always saying that somebody mid or whatever. Listen, your mama probably mid too. But anyways, let me get back to the point. The conversation was he could do better than what she looked like at the time. All right. And the situation was she was a good wife from what I understand. I mean, she had her problems and definitely she had some issues, but she loved Derrick Jaxn. And well, did Derrick Jaxn cheat on her?
I don't have aggressive energy towards a woman except in intimacy. And so how I would express my affection oftentimes was aggressive. Like I want to pick her up. I don't just kiss her. I pin her up against the wall, put my hand around. I'm not trying to get graphic. There's context here. So I, come up behind her and hug on her, kind of aggressive. But that would make her really, really shut down. I ain't never been so sensitive to rejection because we all get rejected, but this is the first time I felt that. And what felt safer was to go out and at least have friendships with other girls.
Time out. Hold on, time out. Look, I don't know too many women, even if you have been, SA'd, you don't just grab my butt and slap me up against the wall, choke me, and then kiss me. Nah, bruh. Nah. That you don't just grab me, choke me, kiss me. Just on the jump. That's how you say, hey babe, I'm back home. Let me slam your ass up against the wall, choke you, and then kiss you.
But you think it was
that?
But you think it was from the jump though? Maybe
that's what he said. Bro, go back.
Okay, let me go back.
What he said is what he said.
Let me go back, sis.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
be graphic. There's context here. So, come up
Okay,
behind
go
her
back.
and her aggressive energy towards a woman, except
Derrick Jaxn. And, well, did Derrick
woman, except in intimacy. And so how I would express my affection oftentimes was aggressive. Like I want to pick her up. I don't just kiss her. I pin her up against the wall, put my hand around. I'm not trying to get graphic. There's context here. So, come up behind her and hug on her, kind of aggressive. But that would make her really,
Come up
really
behind her,
shut
hug
down. I
on
ain't
her
never been so
kind of
sensitive to
aggressively.
rejection.
What you do? Just bend her over as soon as you get behind her. Just bend her over on the goddamn stove. Or what if it's some beans cooking? Come on now, bruh.
What's that? A lot of y'all women.
Yeah,
were,
wait a minute. Wait a minute. You don't just snatch me up, choke me, and then say, how was your day, babe? That's how you come home? You grab my ass up, slam me against the wall, put your hand around my neck, kiss me, and say, how was your day? Oh no, we got a problem. That's a little bit too rough for me.
She was telling him what to say and make the videos to make money. Grits on the stove.
Okay, grits on the stove. He said, I come up behind her aggressively. Then what you doing? You came up behind her, grabbed her up, slammed her head into the grits, the pot of grits, and just bloop.
I thought. Wait. Let me. Hold on.
You just booped up?
I thought you gotta. Y'all forgive me, but I thought you gotta. You at least gotta lead into that. Just not do that.
Yeah, you gotta warm it up a little bit, goddamn. You don't just snatch a person, hem her up by the neck, and you know what I'm saying? That's a little aggressive. That's a little aggressive.
I would be playing
even
grits.
For me. Even for me. I would be playing grits ball. Not grits ball.
Oh my God, y'all gonna.
That's a little bit much.
But
I'm all for aggressiveness, but dang, bruh. You gotta admit what he said was a little bit too much.
I would know. You gotta lead into it, man. I don't agree with that.
Context is king. I need more context, because if that's how you do it,
that's exactly what I was about to say. Whenever you told me to stop it, context is everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Context is king. So when you're explaining that, you gotta. But see, I'm gonna play the rest of it. Hold on. What Janice says? Time and place. Out of the blue. Listen, I might be having a bad day. You might just take your reaction. Exactly.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You gotta read the room, bro. You know, you just gotta read the room before you do all that. But now, if he was,
you got a female that's been, essayed, or she has some other issues.
I was just gonna play that. You know what I mean? I don't know if. No, I don't believe he said it, but his wife has some issues with that in the.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, but let us continue. But yes, context is everything. I totally agree.
Because we all get rejected, but this is the first time I felt that. And what felt safer was to go out and at least have friendships with other girls. Just the conversation felt like receptiveness, like acceptance again. But those loose boundaries turned into no boundaries. So, if we continue to clash and she continued to pull away or what have you, and I'm not getting no answers or whatever, especially in my prideful state, I'm thinking, man, she got me effed up. So I'm over here doing the right thing, and she over here acting like I ain't nothing. So now there's a party tonight, or there's a girl on campus, and then she got her own dorm room. And that's whenever I started messing around.
So they started dating when they were in Tuskegee, okay? And Derrick Jaxn here is giving an excuse as to why he started cheating on her in the first place. She had went through a situation where she was raped or somebody forcibly assaulted her, and it was a certain way that he used to try to hold her. She wasn't responsive to that.
Sis, when this, we're talking about, these fake ass social media
grifters,
yeah, and folks. When this ninja first came out and with this video right here, and with him and his wife right here, something was off with me the way they were acting. It just seemed like she was. It just seemed like she was just. I don't know, man. It seemed like she was faking the funk on a nasty dunk.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. We just didn't know the extent of her mental capacity until after this.
Right. Correct. Correct. Let's continue.
I was like, woo.
So what he thought that he should do is to go out and just seek other women. Now, let me just tell you this. I've never dated a woman who was a sexual assault victim. So I don't know how that is, right? But let me tell you this. If you really love this person and you really want to be with that person, you're a dating coach. You're a relationship counselor. In my opinion, you should be the one that should be able to understand how it works. You are a counselor. You're a coach. You make money educating people like this. So you should be able to say, listen, I'm staying with my partner. You know, it's not like she's not giving you sex, because she was. The way that you were trying to approach her, you made an excuse. You just didn't let her partner want it because you wanted to go and cheat anyway. That's the reality. But then here are some other problems.
What broke? He sent you a text message. You told me he sent the text message you saying he wanted a divorce. When was that?
That was September 29, 2022.
And where were you when you received that text message?
We were both at home. He was upstairs. I was downstairs on the couch.
So Derrick Jaxn, the man that goes around holding people accountable, he, in the same house, he broke up. Listen to this. He broke up with his wife. Well, he upstairs, she downstairs, by text message. After he got caught cheating the first time, when Tasha K bust his ass out. After that, he had the nerve. Think about this. The unmitigated gall as a man to break up with your wife, divorce your wife. Y'all living in the same house. She just stood by you. Then guess what else?
I forgive you. Anything that I have been doing that has shown unforgiveness, I forgive you for that. And the next words out of his
mouth was diabolical.
Via text, should I say?
Did this ninja break up with his wife?
Done with us in this marriage.
And she had forgiven the guy for what he did.
Go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
That's diabolical. He texted her in the same house.
Yep. He said he want out.
You is with all them damn muscles. You couldn't even have a conversation with your wife, and you in the same house. That's crazy. That's diabolical.
Now you red pill ninjas. All you red pill ninjas that's listening to me and sis right now, you know you listening. You know you listening. Where's all the smoke, bro? Where's all the smoke for ninjas like this? You know what I mean? Okay. Where's all the smoke for ninjas like this? You want to talk about simping? You want to talk about weak?
Yeah.
Huh? You want to talk about you? Oh, let me remove this right quick. You want to talk about castration? No. You want to talk about simping? Absolutely. Good for nothing. You want to talk about weak? And you ninjas want to talk about fucking content? Right?
Okay.
Where is all the simp talk when it comes to ninjas like this, bruh? You know what I'm saying? You ninjas get on my freaking nerves. But you hate on the wrong men. Because you're lame. These ninjas here are frauds. But you know, just passed over Dallas. Where's all the smoke, bro? Where's all the smoke? You know what I'm saying? Where's all the smoke? Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy as hell.
Right? She had forgiven him. Now I want to get back to the screenshot. And this is exactly why you can't take influencers seriously. This is why influencers not that smart. when it comes to stuff, okay? A man has to like you 10 times more than him, otherwise it won't work. And when he cheats to fill that void, a 10-time desire not being reciprocated, he's gonna be considered a narcissist. Derrick Jaxn is a narcissist anyway. Like, anybody will look for a reason as to why they can justify the stuff that they teach against. Everybody does this here on YouTube. Don't nobody want to admit they be tricking except for me. Like Fresh and Fit, Donovan Sharp, man, all they do is lie. Donovan out there in Reno, Nevada, allegedly. So he says he out there with a woman. I'm not gonna talk about what she looked like. I don't really want to get into all that. But you know, he insults her looks all the time. He has before. I don't know if he still did it now. Talking about she was mid, holding the fact that she was a single mom. Tried to lie about it. And I bust his ass out like 2017. I heard the little girl in the background. I'm like, who's this girl in the background? Oh yeah, it's his little daughter or her daughter. And they'll come right around, tell you why you ain't got to date single moms. Sell you a course for $1,000, and they take your money and go spend it on that same single mom they telling you not to clap. I mean, it don't make no sense. This is what they do. All of them do this. You know what I'm saying? All of them do this. Derrick Jaxn used to be, I've seen screenshots. Derrick Jaxn be in the inbox, certain women talking about how ugly they was, you know, look at your braids, look at this and all this other kind of stuff. I mean, it's just sick. You know what I mean? And then you lose your whole career for being a narcissist, not getting caught cheating but once, but twice. Then you leave your wife and then you come back on here and say this again. I just don't understand, guys. And like I said, a lot of these women out here don't understand that the dudes that really don't like you, it's not the guys in the black manosphere. It wasn't the guys in the black red pill. You know, the guys in the black red pill were having for the most part, I know it gets ugly, but for the most part, guys in the black manosphere were having a argument about leverage and dating in the black community. It was a institutional male-female argument that had some level of dynamic as time went on. That's what we're talking about. We were talking about that leverage was to one-sided and it wasn't incentivized. That was the base ideology about this argument. That's what it was. It was nothing else. Guys like Derrick Jaxn, these other dudes came in there, told these sisters all of this, what you deserve as a woman, what you deserve, what these men should do, telling you men how to treat women, and they don't even do that. They get your money and go and deal with the chicks that don't even look nothing like their wife.
So, yeah. So I, ladies and gentlemen, I label these social media influencers like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant and this dude. Yes, Alice. Yes, Pierre. I totally agree. That's what they call a trifling, good for nothing type of brother. But you'd be surprised, Alice, how a lot of these women, as of this day right now, yeah, you remember that fool. Mm-hmm. Alice, you'd be surprised at a lot of women who still support this guy after he's been exposed. A lot of them still support this dude.
Yep.
They really do. They look at his physique. You know, even he talks with that lift. And they love that lift, and they love you know what I'm saying? They love everything that ninja says. Unfortunately, that's where we're at. They can't even see past his bullshit. You know what I mean? But where are the red pill ninjas? Where are the red pill ninjas? Where are you niggas at? Where are you thought fucking content ninjas at? Y'all should be going y'all should be going after ninjas like this. Like my peers said, these are the trifling, no good type. I'm gonna say it for you, Pierre. They are no good, trifling ass ninjas. But where are they? Where are you, red pill ninjas at? Y'all, but no, you want to go, but you know why you don't want to go after guys like that? Because you're lame just like that. Those people, the red pill ninjas or whatever that come across as hating women, and you know what I'm saying, you come across as male chauvinist, you're lame. You know what I'm saying? You're the horse and carriage type nigga. You know what I mean?
Do you believe a man could be in the red pill community talking to, and they're married?
No.
Why do you think? there are men in the red pill community that are married.
Because there's no way, because I'm gonna tell you why. Either you're fake, either you're pushing a fake persona of yourself and what you believe, all that shit is fake, or because here's the thing, sis, I'm answering your question. With the ideology that these red pill dudes have, there's no way that a woman would even look your way. You understand what I'm saying? You got these high expectations or whatever. You got these high expectations for women. You got all of this ticker tape, if you will. You know what I'm saying? There is no fucking way. Excuse my French. There's no fucking way. Fake narrative. I don't even call it a narrative, goddess. I think it's a lie. I think these men are selling swamp land. I really do. The average woman is going to look at your talking points and be like, I would marry you. You know what I'm saying? Because to answer your question, sis, a lot of these red pill folks or whatever, a lot of these red pill guys, you know, look at them. You know what I mean? They tell off on themselves. They really do. They the type of niggas or whatever that, you know, whenever I went to high school, I used to roast niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest. I used to roast niggas like that. You know, you niggas are lame. You know what I mean? You niggas, we used to give you wedgies and shit like that or whatever. You know, you the type of niggas or whatever that women would use or whatever and take your money, and I would be the guy that would be like, that nigga give you $20 or $40 if you know what I'm saying? Go get your money. You know what I'm saying? And the woman and the girl will go do it because I told her that you would do it, and they go do it. You know what I mean? So the red pill ninjas, the red pill niggas, sis, they are the real simps. They really are. Look at Myron and all these guys have been exposed. You know what I'm saying? All these guys.
Don't they have a Netflix documentary on them? They did. There's a Netflix documentary where it has Myron and some more red pillars, and they kind of got exposed. They thought it was they were being brought up. They thought it was going to be something that it wasn't. The guy pretty much exposed them. I forgot the name of the Netflix special, but
I haven't even seen that. I'm glad you told me.
Yes, I think it came out like a month ago.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go look at it.
Yeah. But you're right. I mean, I think if you are married and you're in that sector, what you're promoting, you should look a certain way, the way y'all promote, you know, a certain look, the way you have to look. You should have the type of money that you say that, you know, these ninjas should have. And we should be able to see your wife. You should show your wall.
Show your prize.
Yeah, show your prize. But most of them that are in it, that are married, they don't show their wife. They wolf.
No, they're not going to show it because every red pillar that I know has been exposed. You know what I'm saying? Being fake ass, just like this lady, Cheyenne Bryant, and just like this idiot that I just got. Most of these folks are claimed to be all of this therapy into therapy and so forth and so on, and they've been exposed. They get exposed every time. You know what I mean? Look, there is not a man on this earth that loves women more than I do. I love all of y'all. All of y'all, different shapes, different shapes. Y'all all talk different. I love all of y'all women. All of y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was raised by a woman. You know what I'm saying? So my mother would rise from the grave and literally whoop my ass if I had red pill talking points. What the fuck are you? Don't hold a door open for a woman. You know what I'm saying? Who says shit like that? You know what I mean? Who the fuck says shit like that? You know what I mean? You don't hold a door for a woman. The fuck? Who the fuck says something about transactions? So we're gonna treat everyone like a streetwalker? Now, if you don't like what I'm saying, dude, come punch me in my mouth. You know what I mean? But you won't do that because you're weak. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying.
Put some clothes on.
Seriously though, y'all know I'm telling the truth. You know what I mean?
You do it every time. He gets me every damn time.
Seriously though, y'all know I'm telling the truth. You know what I mean? You ninjas out there have, you got trauma that you need to deal with. You know what I mean? Did your high school crush hurt you so much that it affects you? Huh? You got a lot of these dudes have trauma that they're not talking about. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Were you that lame? You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, I'm just saying.
But you need therapy, but don't go to Cheyenne Bryant, please.
And don't go to anybody like Derrick Jaxn. All right. Now look, a clock is right twice a day, right?
Twice a day. Yeah.
So, and I've always said, there's two sides to a story. There's the truth and the lie, right? Two people can have different point of views, but I can agree with both two people if they say things or whatever. Two things can be right at the same time is what I'm trying to say. I've always said that. So there's a lot of talking points. I want y'all to listen to me very carefully. There's a lot of talking points that a lot of these red pill ninjas say that I agree with, but I'm not going to take it to the extent to where it comes off as hateful or comes off as male chauvinist or whatever. Like, look, man, you should, no man should let a woman run over him. No woman should let a man be a bully. You know what I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying? It's, when you're in a relationship, it's give or take, not transactional. It's give and take. You know what I mean? What the fuck are we talking about transactions? My woman in the garden is not a fucking transaction. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We're not going to liken anything to no fucking transaction. We're talking about grown talk here. Life is give and take. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give her coffee, and she's gonna give me my turkey sandwich.
I was wondering what the hell you was gonna say after that. God dang it!
I was gonna say something
diabolical. Diabolical.
But
well, I'll be darned, SBK.
Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Look, this is grown folks talking. We having some grown folks conversation, right? So
hey, reversing high blood pressure. How you doing?
Wanda's in the house. Hey, Miss Wanda. We are exactly heavy on projecting, Pothang. That's exactly what it is.
I think a lot of these, would you say that a lot of these folks like Cheyenne, Derrick Jaxn,
yes,
are they projecting? Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I would agree. Why do you think they get away with what they get away with? Is it because in our community we are we're looking for answers, we're looking for people to help us, but may not have the medical coverage, may not have the money to go sit on someone's couch?
That's you hit the nerve on the nail on the head. A lot of our folks are looking at someone to go as the go-to person whenever we're discussing stuff like this. But the sad fact of the matter is that you can't look at social media and be like, oh, that's what I need to be like. That's who I need to listen to. You know what I mean? Because this shit is fake. You know what I mean? You saw what this dude, you know what I mean? This dude got exposed. She got exposed. You know what I mean? We have to look to those around us or those close to us, or go with what you know. Go with what you know is right. You know what I mean? You don't have that example. Strive to be an example for future generations. You know what I'm saying? People that are looking to you. Challenge yourself. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't look, man, the type of person that I am or whatever, if I don't have the example to what I want to aspire to be, then damn it, I'm just gonna fucking be it. Because if nobody else is doing it, then shit, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. That's how I am. You know what I mean? If nobody else has that example, I'm gonna be the trailblazer, right? That's how I am. If nobody's having a successful relationship around me, and I don't have that to inspire me, then damn it, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna look to Meg the Stallion or Derrick Jaxn's bitch ass or you know what I mean? I'm just gonna do it myself. You know what I mean? That's the way I am. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, like I said, sis, beginning of the show, a lot of, before we, pre-production, if you will, a lot of men are not like me. You know what I mean? They don't have that dogmatic type mentality to where it's like, shit, I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not going to, feel sorry for myself. I'm going to be a man, and I'm just going to just lead. Just go ahead and do it. If nobody else is not going to follow the path that I'm going to be, that I want to head down, I'm just going to just do it my damn self. If it turns out successful, then I can have my daughter, I can have, my bonus son, or, people. Hey, SBK, he made it. He married his wife in the garden. You know what I mean? And they're successful. You know what I mean? That's the way I am. I'm just saying. But unfortunately, our community has to look at these frauds on the internet and gather their right.
And I'm gonna say this because of Dr. Tarver that we had on this week. Well, that we posted her video, because she said this is happening in everybody's community, right? So it's not just the Black community, but for the purposes of this conversation, I am tailoring it towards our community. But yes, we have a lot of scammers, fake people in all communities. We also have a lot of people in all communities that are seeking therapy. It's not just us, but for the sake of this conversation, we're talking about our community.
I want to say, look, I want to shout out like folks like Janice, Wanda, my peer, little sis, Bond, big sis over here. Y'all got y'all's mate for life. You know what I'm saying?
Man in the garden.
Y'all got y'all's man in the garden. Yeah. And y'all have made it known. I look to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep me in check. Y'all, hey, this is, I pay attention. I pay attention to y'all. All of y'all. Alice, you laughing, but I'm being serious. I pay attention to all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So,
you see that?
Any guests in attendance at the So, but I pay attention to all of y'all. You know what I mean? So, is marriage going to go? You have your ups and downs, absolutely. You know what I mean? But look into all of these folks or whatever, man, that definitely do not take advice. Exactly, Wanda. You don't take advice from these idiots online. You know what I mean? These folks.
I'm gonna say this. Certain things I do take advice from because I am a firm believer in YouTube University, right?
Yeah.
But I also use discernment. So I would just say use discernment.
You gotta use discernment, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You gotta take things with a grain of salt.
Absolutely.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Off the wall type shit that you've never heard of in your life. You know what I mean? You know.
Okay.
Man, like I said, man, everybody has a moral principle. That's why it's an interesting one. Look at that hat.
He wants that wild, wild west action. Ladies, he be in your huckleberry. He'll be your huckleberry.
Y'all wild, man. Y'all wild as hell. So,
yes, discernment is definitely important. Absolutely. It's just, you can tell, to me, I liken it. Well, I ain't even gonna say that. Just when you see people too much on too many different, sitting in too many different podcasts or things like that, to me, it's like, okay, you've been chosen for whatever reason. You know, you've said some buzzwords. You're probably getting paid. You know, it's not really real. At this point, you're trying to build your social credit at that point. So I'm going to take everything that you say with a grain of salt.
Facts. So, would you take relationship advice from someone without verified credentials? And I said,
what they say?
I said depends on experience.
Let's see.
29% said yes, 14% said no, and 0% said most influencers fake anyway. Yes, most influencers are fake anyway. I agree.
0 said that. I would say that's what I say. Most influencers are fake.
Yeah, I should have.
Most of them are fake.
I should have said that. I should have answered that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because a lot of what is it? It's pay to play at this point. Most of your influencers are paying to play. They are using their money to trick the algorithm. They really ain't that popular.
Right.
It's bots everywhere.
Right.
We got people with bots. We got people with fake views, bots, millions of views. Then you see them in they live chats, and they live chat is dead. But they got thousands of views. That's a bot. That's paid. You're paying for your views.
And
social credit.
And by the way, speaking of paid, look, I see you. I see you. Ain't nobody watching you. You paying for that shit. Ain't nobody listening to you. Be real. Ain't nobody seeing you. Our chats are lit. The Tap In podcast is lit.
Liddy.
I see you. I see you.
Liddy. Chat is undefeated.
That's all I got to see. Anyway, we got one more, sis. Aries Spears.
Oh Lord.
Aries
now this one funny. This is right on time too. This is right on time with what we just talked about in a way. It's adjacent.
It's adjacent.
What we just said.
So y'all all know about Aries Spears, VladTV, Bootsy. Vlad and Bootsy. Bootsy wanted more money. Vlad said no. Now Aries Spears is doing the monkey see, monkey do type thing, whatever. I want more money too. Now the slander is, So let's give some context to some beautiful bean footage here, and let's talk about it. All right. Shout out to
my poll in the chat. Poll was in the chat.
Oh, so with that being said, let's listen to Poetic Flacco. Shout out to Poetic Flacco.
Aries Spears is having a very tough day. He just got destroyed and exposed by VladTV again. See, Aries Spears made a video on his Instagram where he promised us he was going to expose and destroy Vlad on his podcast this week, even going as far as claiming he's the greatest ish talker ever, and Vlad done messed up now. But indeed, Vlad ain't messed up, because when I clicked on to hear what Aries Spears had to say about Vlad, it was very underwhelming, embarrassing, and kind of cringe. I think at some point his co-host called him out, and Aries Spears just flat out lied, and the entire comment section is saying, "Bro, you lie. Like we can tell you're lying."
But Vlad is such a narcissist and sensitive. And listen, I'm an egomaniac. I got my flaws as far as some of that goes, so I'm owning up to that. But I'm also not going to kiss your ass, which is to say, I guess in Vlad's mind, maybe I approached this wrong, even though I just simply said, "Yo, man, I would like a little bit more money." To which he said, and this is where he kind of rubbed me wrong, where he just goes, something, and he said it so blatantly, like, you don't do what Boozy does, and I don't care what people say in terms of them telling you, "Yo, I watch the show for you. When you're not on, I don't care for it. When you're on, I buy subscriptions. The minute you leave, I cancel the subscription." All I'm simply going to say is there's value in that.
Aries Spears is probably new to this content and YouTube thing, but if you're dropping a hit piece being used to run propaganda on somebody, you don't include the things we would agree on. You want to include everything that makes the person look bad. This just makes Vlad look even more great. Vlad telling you that a fan telling you that they subscribe to my membership and cancel right when they get done watching your interview is not really a metric he's using to determine whether or not he should pay you $20,000 a month. Right? For you to be offended that he said that and to try to convince us that what he said was no. We all agree with what Vlad said. Of course, that's not a metric I'm gonna use. What? Especially if the person who's buying my membership is canceling right after you get done. I can't sustain a business that way. I don't want people who only come and watch you that don't never come back. But Aries Spears thought there was value in 2 or 3 comments when Vlad got 6 million subscribers.
And I know I don't get the numbers that Boosie gets. So I'm not asking for what Boosie gets. But what I'm saying is, if there is value and people telling you that, "Yo, I watch because of him, I get subscriptions because of him," well, the nigga, break a little bread. Because if I'm the last of the Mohicans, and I thought Tony Yayo wasn't on anymore, but he still is. As far as I know, Lord Jamar quit. Godfrey, I know for sure, quit. Boozy, because he's not getting the money he wants, he quit. If I'm one of the last staples left that generate numbers, work with me. And the main thing that struck me wrong is I said, "Vlad, don't tell me my worth." Because while you might feel I'm not, and maybe he thought I was asking for what Boozy was, which I wasn't. And I thought I made that clear. I'm just saying that if I have any value, let's talk. But to simply go, "Oh, I'm not gonna pay you just based off what people say." And I'm going, I think there's value in that. And then so he goes, "Yo, I'm gonna call you, let's talk about it." And at the time he wanted to talk, I couldn't talk. I was busy.
This is where Aries Spears really messed up, because in a he said, she said situation, we're trying to determine who's more credible. Who can we believe? Vlad says this, Aries Spears this, which is true? Vlad says that Aries Spears was disrespectful to the guest. Aries Spears said Vlad is lying. Who do we believe? So if you're Aries Spears and you put yourself in a position where you're about to proceed to lie about something that all of our eyes already saw, and you're about to proceed to lie about it as if our eyes didn't see what we saw, then you automatically become the least credible one, and we now have to take Vlad's word as the gospel. See, Aries Spears talks about this, like this call. Now, the call is what broke up Aries Spears and Vlad's relationship, because Vlad thought Aries Spears was being hella disrespectful. He deliberately lies about the text exchange with Vlad, lies about the series of events, lies about who set a time, lies about agreeing to a time, and he did all of this to make himself look like a victim and to make Vlad look like Vlad was just tripping for no reason. And once he did this, this is where I feel like Aries Spears lost the audience.
So then when I didn't call him at the time, he told me to call him. Next thing I know, I see the clip of him talking shit. So I texted.
Does this man sitting on his podcast, does he look like he's worth 20 bands?
Absolutely not.
Look at his setup. Does that look like a credible podcaster worth 20 bands?
Absolutely not.
Come on now. Okay. Roll that beautiful bean footage. I just have to say that.
And simply said, you know what? And like, I was almost rubbing my forehead when I.
Look at those eyes and stuff, man. Look at it.
Yeah, don't he look like a damn raccoon? I know why
like...
he needed that makeup. You need that makeup girl on your show, but I don't think you can afford her.
Man, and then Vlad said he needed a towel. He was complaining about that he didn't have a towel. Anyway.
When I did it, it's like, man, please tell me that you're not doing what I think you're doing. Please tell me you're not throwing me under the bus because I didn't call you back. Like, please, Vlad. And I literally text him all this. Please, I didn't even watch the interview because I'm just hoping you're not doing what I think you are. His reply, you. Well, wait. And then the next thing I know, here we are. So say what you're about to say.
Okay. I think that was the closest to an apology that we're going to get. That was great. I like that.
And just for the record, to all you people hit me up going, yo, man, y'all need to make up and get back on the show because y'all two are like Howard Cosell and Muhammad Ali in the chemistry. That ship is sailed.
No.
Okay, so
who in the hell said that?
I think he's full of shit. He's full of
Man.
shit. Okay, so enough of this coon. Look, I don't like Vlad, and no, I don't like Aries Spears. I don't like neither one of them.
Oh my God, no dog in this fight.
Me either. The point, I don't like Vlad for different reasons. Aries Spears has never been funny to me. He, even
Vlad is a damn informant, allegedly.
Yeah. Y'all, I don't know why y'all ninjas in Cali, sis, y'all fool with that food, man. But I don't know, man. I'm, I got a hell of a ton of respect for Cali, but I don't know why these fools mess with that dude. But anyway,
because he pay him.
He's profiting off of.
He give them chump change, and he gets paid more than what he.
I agree. I don't like I said. I don't like neither one of them. Aries Spears talk down on the South. You know what I mean? Y'all all know. Y'all see the cowboy hat. Y'all see me every freaking week on television. I'm a country boy. I'm from the South. So he's like, he doesn't like to perform in the South. This is Aries Spears. He says us Southerners are stupid and all this and all that. And I'm like, you're not even funny, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, he said that. Here's my thing. I've learned a little. I don't know everything about YouTube. I don't claim to know everything about YouTube. I don't claim to know everything about content creation. But here, yes, Janice, he really said that. He said we're slow. I'm not that slow to know that he's a ugly mofo man that ain't about ish or whatever. And he needs makeup on them coon ass eyes of his, whatever. But like I said, I'm not an expert on content creation. I know a little bit of something about it. Having a monetized channel, I know a little bit about it. You know what I mean? I just, pay attention. But here's the thing. Your value on social media, it matters. Just because you're on the same platform as somebody else does not guarantee that you are subject to make the same money as said individual, because everybody has eyes on them, but a lot of people have eyes on certain types of content. So you can't put somebody in a chokehold and demand money whenever you're not the attraction. You know what I'm saying? You can't hate on somebody because you can't pocket watch somebody, if you will. In this day and time or whatever, people, a lot of ninjas are pocket watching. I don't care for either one of them. And Vlad is the popo and Aries is a whole pedo. I agree with you on that, Queen. I agree with you on that. These niggas need to wake up and realize that you will go to jail. And these niggas are so stupid that they get on Vlad and tell on themselves or whatever. You know what I mean? Vlad's going to profit off you whether you like it or not, whether you go to jail or you don't. So he didn't put a pistol to your head to tell you self-snitching on yourself. You know what I mean? I totally agree. I don't like neither one of them, but my thing is that everybody, if you're marketable, you're just marketable. But people need, people need to stop pocket watching, stop hating. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing. You know what I mean? Don't lose your day job dealing with YouTube. The thing about it, Janice, a lot of these niggas don't have a day job. You know what I mean? They don't have a day job at all. YouTube is their life. And you only look, I know what YouTube pays. That's why Sis was just talking about some of these, these fools on here buying views and buying all that. And then you look at their live chat or whatever. You scroll down 2 hours into their live chat, the chat ain't even moving. You know what I mean? You know damn well that you paying for views and you paying for all that shit. Ain't nobody listening to your non-talking ass. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody looking for you. You know what I mean? So I know what YouTube pays. You know what I mean? I know. Cam up, sis. You know I'm telling the truth. You know what I mean? You want to talk about real thought-provoking content, then go to Miss Alice's camera. You know what I mean? She's talking about thought-provoking content. You know what I mean? And her chat moves. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about thought-provoking content? Go to I Said What I Said in Minion and Foxy 2 Roxy. Their chat moves. You can't sit there and tell me that you are monetized and you got folks that you're marketable and you got all these thousands. Where is it? You got all these thousands of views, all that. Where is it? Tell me where is it? You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is that people need to stop pocket watching. So Aries Spears to me is not a, you know what I mean? He's a non-factor, bro. You know what I mean? He ain't funny.
He don't understand social media.
Nah, he doesn't. He doesn't understand what's marketable. You know what I mean?
Right. Which is, well, I guess that makes sense. He's not, what is he? He's a comedian, right? So he's used to being on the road.
Yeah.
Small venues. You got to hustle, start from the bottom. Now I'm here. But the only reason why, correct me if I'm wrong, this all blew up for Vlad when it got out that he paid, what's his name, 6ix9ine, 25,000.
Yeah, 6ix9ine is the highest paid guest that he's ever. He's paid 6ix9ine more than anybody.
Right? Okay, and then it trickled down to Boosie. Boosie wanted more money.
Boosie used to be the main attraction,
right?
You know what I mean? But we all know 6ix9ine. Yeah, 6ix9ine was snitching and stuff like that.
Right. Most of them be up there telling their business, and then that's just like that damn I forgot what they call that app. Anyway, but then it trickled down to Boosie. Boosie left. Then this when Aries steps in. I guess he figured, oh, I got a chance because Boosie left. So maybe I can bargain, I can negotiate. Because he said he thought Tony Yayo was gone, right? Boosie gone, Tony Yayo gone. I forgot the other person. So he thought, oh, this is my chance. But he was only getting paid. Vlad just threw it all out there. He said he was getting five figures. Vlad said he's only getting 4,000. 4,000. You didn't know that?
I thought he was actually getting paid 5 figures, but he's only getting
No,
4,000.
he said, "Oh, Vlad pays me 5 figures." Vlad, when Vlad did his interview about this whole Aries Spears thing, he said, "Oh, I only paid him for 4,000," and he just got that bump, so he was probably only getting 2. But you're right. He doesn't understand social media and CRT. You know what I'm saying? When you're looking at, he said, people reached out to me and said, "Oh, I only subscribe to watch you and him, and then I unsubscribe." Well, that don't mean nothing.
That don't mean
when you
nothing.
got Boosie making his is like 1 million views. And I think Vlad, was it Vlad or was it Poetic Flacco? I think it was Vlad. Vlad showed what he would make for a Boosie as opposed to Aries. And he was like, based on makeup, paying the makeup artist, you know, and him not, I think he was saying that most of what he did with Aries would get copyright struck. He wasn't getting any money. So he was actually losing money by having Aries on his show, then gaining money. He was just trying to help the brother out. He liked it.
And on top of that, Aries, he put it out that Aries was an asshole.
Yeah,
You know
he
what I
said
mean?
his
To
staff
his
didn't
people.
like him.
Staff didn't like him. He demanded a lot of stuff. He was rude. You know what I mean? You know,
Aries said, "Oh, he only had 1 employee or 2 employees." I don't care. That's his staff.
That's his staff. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn if it's 100 or 1. He's a part of the staff. So, you know, look, I'm now putting my, you know what I do for a living. Since now I got to put my customer service hat on. You know what I mean? Look, if you're not marketable, it is what it is. Snitching
He said snitching for 4K is right.
That's exactly what they're doing, goddess. Snitching. All these niggas are online snitching or whatever. I hate to say it, man, but I see a bunch of snitching. You know, never mind, man. I see a bunch of snitching on here, man, all the time or whatever about what. Look, sis, I am never going to tell. If I got beef with somebody, I would never have beef with anybody online anyways. You know what I mean? Never. That shit is fake. But I would never tell a ninja that I'm beefing with what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? Who does that? Because any street, since everybody has a past, and ain't nobody, if you're a real street nigga or whatever, you are not going to tell what you're going to do. What you're going to do to said individuals. There's no talking whatsoever. You're just going to do it. The element of surprise. I was always taught, you wait till a nigga forget or whatever, and that's when you get on their ass. You know what I mean? And that's a dangerous individual. So a lot of these people on here are self-snitching. They ain't gonna bust a grape. They ain't gonna meet you nowhere. They're not going to fight. They're not gonna do none of that. You know what I'm saying? None of that. You know what I mean? That's why all this shit is comical to me. All this stuff online is comical to me. All this pocket watching is comical to me. All this hating and all this backstabbing is all comical. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It is very comical. It's sad that we've gotten to this point to where really none of this stuff, I liken it to what I think, was it Miss Fancy? Miss Fancy said something. She's like, I don't even know who so-and-so was. That's the point too.
Cheyenne Bryant.
Yeah, but that's not only, when we did the thing about AD, it was a lot of folks. I think it was Samoan Gorilla. He's like, who is that? Right?
Yeah.
These people are just internet famous. Right. Don't nobody know these people in the real world.
At all.
Don't nobody know these people in the real world. They are literally thriving in this ecosystem, this internet ecosystem. outside of here, a lot of these folks are not even known.
Not known
by
at
the
all.
average person. By the average person. So it's just sad that, you know, the way we treat each other on here when really none of these people are, it's not that serious, basically, because nobody knows you. Only your community, your communities knows you. But you're really, you know, it's very few people. You're not a Mr. Beast, okay?
Oh no,
you're not a Mr. Beast. You're not one of the 1%.
No.
Basically say, the live was great as always. I have to wake up early tomorrow. Stay blessed, be safe, everyone, and remember to tell your loved ones you love them. Love y'all. Good night. Good night. Thank you so much for blessing us. Have a happy Mother's Day weekend.
Stay blessed, Janice. Stay blessed, love. Thank you for coming through. I have to get up early in the morning too with my black job. Shout out to Miss Fancy, my black job.
My black job.
Shout out to Miss Fancy. But look, you know, this is a case in point where somebody's delusional. They think that they know who they think that they are more than what they are, and they're not.
Yeah.
trying to hustle dude out of money, you know what I mean? And you're not as big as what you think you are, you know what I mean? And with that, you just making yourself look silly, and you're making yourself look ignorant.
Man, ignorant. And even his boy, which dang, if you have friends like that, who needs enemies? Did you see he was like, well, didn't you say such and such? I'm like, damn, you just calling your boy out on the floor like that?
Call him out.
Calling him out. Because I mean, it was unrealistic. He doesn't know social currency. You
Not
still
at all.
out here on the comedian circuit, the chitlin circuit, you know, making your rounds.
Right.
You feel me? Getting paid, you know, sometimes in chicken wings. Sometimes, you know, that's where you at.
And I'm gonna say this here, man. I'll be done with it. This is me and you were talking about Stephan Diggs' chef that he was clapping. How we were like embarrassed when she was on stand. I was embarrassed for Aries Spears. Now you want to pull the race card on Vlad. You want to pull the blackly black thing, nigga. If he was so, you know, this and that. And you were on there. You were on there. You know what I mean? Do I believe that VladTV is profiting off of niggas? Of course I do. You know what I mean? But you weren't saying that when he was paying you $4,000. You claim it was 5 figures, but he paid $4,000. Now you want to pull, oh, he's using black people and blah, 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 blah. I ain't trying to hear all that. Take your ring around the eye ass somewhere and go sit down somewhere, Aries Spears. You're not funny. Stick to your whack ass stand up. You're not profitable. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hear all that. And I don't like VladTV anyways. The dude is just
watch it with Vlad. He get blacklisted. You know, Vlad is a part of that little hat in the back of your head community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You better tread lightly, bro.
He is very much a part of that.
That's why he gets the audience that he gets.
He will cancel. You can get canceled.
Yes, with little following you got, bro. You know, they will only be paying you in chicken wings and French fries, bro. Keep playing around. I'm just saying.
So this is a teaching lesson, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? It's a teaching lesson. It really is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Who can you trust?
Who can you trust? Your old boys is up there. They trash. They allowed him to get on there with this rhetoric. You can't. He yelled racist when he got his producer or the sound man is non-black. The Mickey Ficky sitting next to you is non-black, and you yelling racism. Get the hell up out of here.
I was like, man, go sit down somewhere, bro. You know what I mean? Go sit down somewhere. You know what I mean? You were not talking that where when you get paid. Now all of a sudden, dude doesn't want to pay you what you're asking.
Dancing, bro. For
crumbs,
please, sir.
I dance for you, sir. Yes,
Right?
sir. Yes,
Please, sir.
How are you? Man, that is some
Now
coonery.
he's a racist.
Now that's some coonery. We sick, boss.
We sick, boss. Okay.
That is just, boy, these ninjas get on my damn nerves with all this coonery, bro. You know what I mean?
Okay. What do you say, Mr. Muscles? Who are they talking about? They talking about you again? Stop it with the Mr. Muscles.
Oh my God, y'all are crazy. I'm telling
Someone
you.
clip this. Someone clip this. Okay. This was definitely a teaching lesson. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. Wait, let me put this back up. Since y'all didn't see it earlier today when we first started, let's show this. Again, happy Mother's Day weekend to all the mothers that have blessed us in the chat with your presence and in the bushes. Happy Mother's Day weekend. I hope you enjoy it with your loved ones.
And those of you
love on folks while you got them.
Facts. Those of you who have your mother still, whatever, tell your mothers you love them. Just don't, Mother's Day should be every day. You know what I mean?
I agree.
It should be every day. So I want to say, happy Mother's Day to all of our mothers in the chat. One love to y'all, to the Tap In family, from my heart to y'all's. One love to y'all, man. Happy Mother's Day. It's an honor. It's an honor to have you guys every week. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Mother's Day. All you ladies, I think every last one of you, I believe every last one of you guys are mothers. So one love to y'all. I got love for every last one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Those of us who have lost our mothers, you know what I mean? My mom was in my mind was the epitome of a woman, and I think she did an excellent job with us as her kids, and so you know what I mean. I miss her, and so she knows what time it is. That's her right there. That's her right there, and that this plaque right here, we gave her. It says "World's Greatest Mom," and so that's her right there. That's always over my shoulder, whenever I do shows, whatever. That is her. You know what I'm saying? That's her. So shout out to all of you mothers, man. One love to y'all.
Can I share something real quick?
Absolutely.
Now, I don't share nothing, but I'm going to share this. That is my mamacita. That's my mamacita.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Today is her birthday. But so happy birthday, Mom. I got a chance to see her today. And happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Beautiful. Happy birthday, Mom. Beautiful, yes. Beautiful. She's a tall drink of water like you, huh?
Yeah, we're both the same height, 5'11".
That's all right. Shout out to Mom. Shout out.
Yes.
Shout out to me. Shout out. So, yeah, shout out to all you mothers or whatever. And happy birthday to Big Sis's mama and many more.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We are 15 years and 3 days apart in age.
Awesome. Awesome.
But I ain't telling y'all how old I am. Bump that. Okay.
Oh shit. I agree.
Thank you.
I agree. Well, thank you all for coming out. Hey man, don't y'all forget to press the like button, man. Great show as always. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Great show as always. You know what I mean? Respect to the world's greatest mom, big bro. May she continue to have. I appreciate you, little bro. Thank you. Appreciate it. Shit, I go ahead and say. I don't really talk about days like this moments like this are always hard on me, but it's also hard on my daughter because her mother is no longer here. But I want to say shout out to Pooh because Pooh is a strong young lady. Happy birthday, beautiful mama. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
I agree. So those of us and who have lost our mom, you know what I mean? I hope you guys still have great memories, but those of you who still have your mom again, you know what I mean? Cherish all those moments. So absolutely. Now, are you doing your thing tomorrow? I don't know, sis, because I gotta since it is Mother's Day, the sniper Vince, what's going on, bro?
No, he didn't, bless us.
Yeah. Your
Jumped
Taurus
out the
brother.
God dang bushes.
The Taurus
brother.
My daughter's a Taurus too, bro. Says, great show. My favorite duo is Jordan from the bushes. Y'all have a great weekend.
Thank you. Much love, Sniper. We miss you.
And we miss you, bro. One love to my Texas bro. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Shout out to Vince the Sniper.
Happy birthday and happy Mother's Day to your mamacita. Thank you. Many more to come because there's still work to be done. Yes. Thank you so much.
I don't know if I'm going live because I have to. Since it is Mother's Day, I have to make sure all the mothers on my black job. Make sure all the mothers are happy. so on
your black job.
On the black job, I said what I said. I got to be on my black job. So I got to get up early in the morning, you know what I'm saying, as early as possible. I was talking to my, never mind. That's not.
You gonna get them some flowers?
Yeah.
Some flowers and some candy.
Yeah.
Treat them to some, on your black job. Treat them to some Chipotle. Don't bring no pizza up in there now.
Oh no. None of that. Shanice's not allowed to bar anymore. She come to the house, but she is not allowed. Yay!
All day.
Hey.
Woo! Woo! Good night, Miss Fancy.
Anyway, that's all I got, sis. I don't know if
That's all you got?
If I go live, it's gonna be it might be from a vertical or something. She said, Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. That's raggedy.
Yes. But that's all I got, sis. That's all I got.
Yeah, I will not be going live on the weekend. Yeah. You will see us again next Thursday. Pre-record, disrupt and discuss. And I will be out and about again, enjoying this weather. It's been beautiful out. It was beautiful out today. It's gonna be beautiful this whole week. So I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm going to my uncle's house on Sunday for Mother's Day after I drop back in on my mother and my grandmother, my matriarchs, and drop off their stuff. Then I'm gonna head over to my uncle's and enjoy some food. Some food. Yes. All right, y'all. Hopefully, again, have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy it, especially if it's beautiful outside, wherever you live. Enjoy it. Get out, enjoy it. You know what I say, touch some grass, sunbathe, center yourself. Just appreciate every moment that you have and appreciate the people that you have in those moments. All right. We're about to get up out of here. Good night, everyone. Until the next one, what do we usually say?
We
are
gone.